guys? It's me, RazrBlaDeDreams, on the YouTube. It is currently 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is, as you know, on New Year's Eve. It's about an hour away, so if you're on the East Coast, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2018. If you are in the Mountain and Pacific times, 2018 is on its way. Same as it is for me. But yeah, we're playing some Destiny 2. Gonna play some, do some strikes and stuff like that, just to kill some time and do some other fun adventures while we bring in 2018. I'm on my hunter. I really don't have any real milestones to do on any of my characters. I've done it all this week. So I just kind of like to shoot the baddies, as I call it, on Destiny 2. A little bit of a New Year's stram. For those of you who are wondering, this is my current loadout, Nameless Midnight. I am going to switch back to my positive outlook. Strictly for, I mean, it's got a little bit of stats, minus handling, and of course, minus the handling and a kill clip. So overall, the better choice. I'm gonna run the perfect paradox until I get some more Masterworks clusters, and I want to make my curtain call. Hashtag fuck 2017. Hell yeah, Nathan. How's it going, man? Doing a little bit of a New Year's streamy. I was talking with Kenny earlier about the directions in the future of our digital media endeavors. Yeah, and the current state of things on the internets. We're just gonna keep plugging along. Anyway, I want to get some Masterwork cores for my curtain call and make it a Masterworks, so we can create some orbs. Because outside of the Raid rocket launcher, which I probably will never get, since I don't have hardly anybody to play this with, especially a 6-man raid team. I'll have to stick with curtain call. But we're going to run some strikes, like I said, my hunter. This is the Orpheus rig, but the rest of this is the new Mercury armor set. Except for my cloak, which I do have the cloak for the Mercury armor set. I currently use my Iron Mantle at Aphrodite. Represent. ...2017 has definitely not been the most amazing of years. I've had some pretty crazy things happen relatively closer to the end of the year, actually. More of the personal and emotional stuff type situation. It really kind of happened in the last few months. But I've had some other things happen in the last few months as well. So we'll hopefully see if the things turn out like I need them to. 2018 could be a very interesting year. Got me a new headset I've been using right now over the weekend. Oh yeah, I feel you, Nathan. Yeah, that can happen.
The Cabal's last incursion into the Infinite Forest created a glitch. Copies of them are stuck in a recursive loop. I need you to pursue and destroy them.
We could, but I thought you had the forest handled.
I do. Multiple timelines across many simulations. This is a rare exception.
Sure. We'll hunt some Cabal.
It's kind of interesting that they have this Vex versus Cabal thing going on. Mercury, you know, on Destiny 1, when you first get to Mars and you're running missions and stuff, you come across a battle between the Vex and Cabal on Mars, which is where the Cabal are their home planet, I guess. But they're fighting, and your Ghost is like, we can get in the middle of this battle, or we can bypass it. It's your call.
Like reality trying to decide on a
now
version
here we are on Mercury,
in the forest,
and
time itself is
lo and behold, the fucking
I
Vex
don't like it.
and Cabal are fighting each other again. And I really hope these dudes aren't the whole, like, we're gonna run past everything at 100 miles an hour.
Guardian. Welcome back to the forest.
Oh, frickin' dog, come on, guys. There we go. Oh, you bastard!
Looks like the Vex are trying to re-establish control of the forest.
They can try.
This forest is mine
now.
The Vanguard would disagree.
I didn't ask them.
Yeah, you're kind of a pretentious asshat there, Osiris. But I can kind of see his idea too, you know, like, he got kicked out of the Vanguard, he was the one that got super freaking, what the hell, what am I missing here? Oh, I'm underneath everything somehow. That's the thing. And I guess you decided to come to Mercury in the Infinite Forest and chase down the Vex for your own accord, and I guess the Vanguard got involved with the campaign. Or off of my Cora, really. It's all about the Warlock in Bungie, I swear. Elimination seed never hurt nobody. Hope you guys are having a good, safe night tonight. I don't plan on pulling down too many views tonight. A lot of people still like to go out and celebrate the new year by getting tore down drunk. And then they usually wake up the following day. This is New Year's Day. And starting their off their 18 and a horrible hangover. Or with a walk of shame. Or with somebody they didn't know they went to bed with the night before. Let's start the new year off with regrets and a headache. That's always the best policy. Oh shit. It sounds so weird, like, this headset, the first stereo headset I've had in a while, and I decided to check something out with and play the sound. Instead of over my normal home theater that I normally play through, I have the sound playing through the headset. There's a option on the loadout where you can have the sound and chat play through your headset instead of just chat. So I was like, I'm gonna try that out. Sounds pretty freaking weird, actually. Look at this guy. Go on. And this guy. Go on. And this guy. Go on. And these guys. And that guy. Oh, that dude's way back there. Is he gonna go get that guy? Got him. I guess so. Oh, Crash Bandicoots. Come on, guys. I'm gonna wait for him. He's just in. Gonna get this ammo. There we go. But yeah, it's playing weird. There's little earbuds with a microphone, and it sounds totally weird. Like, it sounds so puny, but I got them stuffed in my ears, and I can hear myself talking. It's really weird. It's really, really weird. Feels like I'm talking with fingers in my ears. It's weird. But, like I said, at least I can hear. My other headset I checked on and broke a while back. Which worked good as a microphone. It still works fine as a microphone. Hey, oh, behave yourself. I just couldn't hear anything anybody was saying back to me. Psyko Break is celebrating the new year with his girlfriend, Melissa. Hope they're having a safe, fun night. And then enjoy each other. Maybe they'll get a little kissy from New Year. Oh, sorry, bro.
I was
for
thinking
New
of a
Year's.
way over that ramp, so I simulated your sparrow. It's good to go.
A ghost could do that. I just did. That's usually what they say on there. Ghosts would be like, oh, I simulated a sparrow in this simulation, and Osiris is like, a ghost could do that? Like, Ghost is like, I just did. Like, apparently he doesn't think ghosts are worth a damn, even though they're pretty much the only things that can really harness the light and bring back guardians to life, you know. You died, well, my ghost brought me back to life. Hey, good job, ghost. I can res you. Well, congratulations. You know, you can bring people back to life from the dead, but, you know, what really blows my mind is the fact that you can create a fucking sparrow.
You're headed straight for him. He's caught in a window in time, trying to steal the map before we can get it. He'll fail every time, but he doesn't know that.
Sounds horrible.
The future where
yeah,
he
I'm on
succeeds
Central Time, Nathan.
is
Yes,
much
I am.
worse.
Well, it is currently 11:15. I am streaming Destiny 2 for the final 45 minutes of 2017. And it's funny as I see, so I was following some other streamers earlier from something, you know, from the West Coast or whatever, and they've got people in their chats from all over the world, and there's people from Japan. They're like, "Yeah, Happy New Year." You know, it's been 2018 for like 14 hours already. Like, damn, your 2018 is almost 2 days deep, you know. You dirty whore. Alright. Oh! Dude saved his buddy from a snowball. He froze into disaster. I was aiming for the other guy, and he jumped in front of him. Yeah. Like I said, it's already ball drops on for 2018 on the East Coast, so... Yep, still 2018, and I'm pretty sure Destiny 2 is still going to be the shitstorm that Destiny 2 currently is, and I'm still going to be fat. Probably still burping ramen noodles by the time 2018 rolls around here in the next 45 minutes. Because, you know, that's how real gangsters do it. People have made me think that's kind of lame, but believe me, I'm the type of kid that when the time I turned 21, I was ready to quit drinking for like life. Something.
The Vex just turned up their
And then
security
I got
measures,
mixed up into
trying to
things
flush
that
us
were
out of
not
here.
alcohol. That made life more interesting. Now I'm currently not in the I'm in the process of pretty much staying fairly sober for the most part. But I'm hoping 2018 is going to turn out to be pretty good. I mean, trust me, it's not all it's worth, man. Nathan, it is not all it's worth, buddy. There are some things that, oh, you fucking bastard. What an asshat. Did you see that bullshit? Anyway, back to drinking. It ain't all it's cracked up to be, man. Oh, he did it to Kal-El. Superman's dad. Did you not understand that was Superman's dad? Ain't that Superman's dad's Kal-El? Wasn't that his name? Oh, I'm probably totally sounding like a freaking idiot because I don't know my superheroes unless it's Batman. Yeah, dude, I've done some pretty stupid shit.
So,
under the influence of the alcoholic beverages.
Wait for it.
Although I can honestly say I have had some pretty good times with some female company and alcohol and New Year's Eve type scenarios. I had a really good year, like 2000 and
the Vex just turned up their security measures, trying to flush us out of here.
New Year's on Oh, Kal-El is Superman. That is Jor-El. Ah, okay. I knew I was in the right neighborhood. Thank you for the clarification, Nathan. I appreciate it. Like I said, I really don't know the whole. I knew that something Kal-El was something Superman related. I just wasn't 100% sure of the exact locale. See what I did there? Hey. Fuck off, bro. Yeah, you just got tethered from, and you killed me. Thanks for that. On crash body count, bandicoot. Yeah, okay, you popped the wall. That's the thing.
They've activated more lasers.
It's hard not to admire the artistry.
It's really not.
Ah, go the hell on, jeez. Can't these cabals see that I'm trying to throw snowballs at shit? Hey. Yeah. Y2K, baby. Nice, yeah. Legally smoked vape. Yep, I was a smoker. I started smoking cigarettes when I was 13 years old. And I didn't quit. I smoked off and on most of my life. I currently don't smoke now. But I was at my worst, like in the early 2000s, dude. I was up to like smoking 2 packs a day, easy. Of full red cigarette. It wasn't lights or ultra lights or anything like that. It was full on reds, ready, like for real. Gotta kickstart my lungs so I don't fucking die from lack of air. Plus, anything's worse is I'm stupidly fat, so I also have like sleep apnea and shit like that. So that causes me even more breathing problems on top of smoking. So I'm just, cigarettes is something that I really just don't need in my life. And that's one thing, you know, I'm not one of those types of people that's ashamed of my past and, you know, the things that I've done. I've done some pretty messed in my time. Oh, I got him that time, bitch. Oh yeah, honest.
It's always an honor, Guardian. Take care of her, Ghost.
If she'll let me.
If she'll let me, yes. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Give me my tokens and use my snowball. Yeah, but yeah, I know that's what's always. I always did that too when I was a kid, man. When I was growing up, I was just like, alright, 16, you know, 13 you're a teenager, 16 you get a car driver's license, 18 you're old enough to vote, smoke cigarettes, whatever, 21 you can legally drink, and then pretty much from then on it's bullshit. Pall Mall menthol whites. I used to smoke those too, man. Like, oh, it was so weird when I worked at my tattoo shop back in, not my tattoo shop, but I worked in a tattoo shop back in 2012, and all the guys that I worked with at the shop were smoked menthols. Like, I was the only one. I take that back. There was one other dude that worked there with me. He was an apprentice too. He worked there, and he didn't smoke menthols. He smoked Newports, but they weren't the menthol Newports. They were the non-menthol Newports. But everyone else that I worked with, they all smoked menthols. So when you're on a budget and you can't afford them $4 to $6 packs of cigarettes, you learn to bum from your homies. And when you bumming from your homies where I was at, it was 98% chance it was gonna be a menthol. So you can legally smoke vape. Oh, so you only gotta be 16 to vape. And you gotta be 16 to vape, but you gotta be 18. Oh yeah, okay. You can be old enough. There's other things other than president to vote for. Like, there's actually meaningful things to vote for, like your local government. You know, your senators and various other things and various things on bills like that do matter in your like area and shit. But
welcome to Operation Stormcoat.
what's supposed to be the most meaningful vote of your entire fucking history of existence in this country is the one vote that matters the least, which is kind of fucked up if you really kind of think about it. But it's the honest truth about it. I mean,
get their arms in everything, don't they? It appears we're not the
only ones with interests in this region. So I mean, you get a sense of accomplishment in a sticker, like proclaiming that you voted. But as far as like your vote being impactful in any way, it really isn't. It's a glorified consideration for some other dude that we apparently vote for to have his say on who our president's gonna be.
One of my teams reported Taken energy,
and it's living proof. Like back in the year 2000, when Bill Clinton two terms were up, it was Al Gore and George W. Bush, and Al Gore won the popular vote by a landslide. But Al Gore won the Electoral College, or not Al Gore won the popular vote, but George W. Bush won the Electoral College, so he was essentially president. Even though he didn't win the popular vote, which is us.
Can be killed, then perhaps their infection can be reversed. You lot are going to save lives today.
But he was still made president because he won the Electoral College. So, again, it's proof that the popular vote is a non-factor in who becomes the president of this country. They're all a bunch of crooked assholes, but in the realm of politics, what's most important is the bottom line, and that's how much money they can keep in the government. And then when they can't keep money in the government, they cut federally funded programming that helps the people of this country to supplement another shit ton of money we didn't have to start with. You got your senators, and then you have your Senate, and you got your House of Representatives, and then a bunch of other crap. But essentially, yeah, your vote is completely much useless when it comes to federal government anymore. I don't trust any of them. Clinton be damned. And besides that, it's fucking back in the early mid-90s, Bill Clinton was still probably, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion, one of the best presidents this country has ever had. I mean, in his tenure as president, the unemployment rate across the entire country was non-existent. The price of commodities like gasoline and stuff was literally dirt cheap. Like, I remember a time in the mid-90s, mid-late 90s, when Bill Clinton was president, that the gas stations in my area were getting in trouble with for basically putting their gas prices too low, trying to steal business from each other. Like one place would have gas at 65 cents. Yeah, well, some people can disagree that, okay, oh God, he cheated on his wife in the Oval Office. Like, there's not a president to ever do that before. You know, that's their biggest thing they could get on him. You know, his actual political policies of any kind were really, really well received and good. Aside from NAFTA,
I'll bet they're as monstrous,
which wasn't his thing anyway. He was just they kind of forced him to sign it. They pretty much put him against the wall and like, you're gonna sign it or we're gonna make it law anyway. So And like, so he signed NAFTA. He was kind of pressured into it. But yeah, that's Bill Clinton's claim to fame. Is he got his fucking root sucked by some bitch in the Oval Office, and another bitch and some other people made money off of it. Linda Tripp and Kenneth Starr and that whole ordeal. You know, yeah, it was a pretty bad investigation into the leader of the free world, but you know, we're gonna turn it into a fucking book to sell. The Starr Report. I mean, Hillary was dirtier than Bill ever was, I'm pretty sure. Or at least he hid it well. You know. But either way, the country was in a pretty good position when he left office, and it took old George W. Bush less than 3 months to basically say, well, your cheap gas prices, gone. Oh, by the way, we're in a war in the Middle East that's been going on for the last damn near 17 years. Thanks to good old George W. But yeah, I think it's rather funny, you know, things that a president does in a private scenario almost, with, you know, it's like exposing his infidelity was, oh my God, the end of the fucking times back then. They're like, oh God, he's the worst fucking politician to ever be a political official ever. You know, and then we saw what happened in the 2 terms we had George W. Bush, and now we have the almighty Donald Trump in office. You see how well things have progressed from there so far in the first year. I just can't believe it's already been a whole damn year. You know, that's the thing that kills me. It's like, wow, I can't believe Donald Trump's been president a year already. It blows my mind. You know, he was elected, he was president-elect November of 2015, was sworn in January of 16, and here it is, damn near, November of, like, 2016, January. Yeah, June of 1999, I had just finished my last year, my junior year of high school in May of that year. So I was on summer break between my junior and senior years of high school in June of 1999. That's the cool thing about this last New Year's, is like, everybody born in the 90s are adults, and all the minors who are born in the 2000s now. With the year 2000 being the last year of the 90s decade, and everybody that was born in the year 2000, of course, as you know, or turned 18. Oh, what? Wah, wah, wah. Fails. The fails, boys and girls, the fails. I normally not too bad, but like I said, it's amazing the things that these streamers and guys do. I hate math. I hate math too, man. I hate math too. I hate math too, man. That's why even up to this last time I was in college, the last time I attended college, I took basic math, like the same shit that they teach you in freaking elementary school. It's the same math I'm taking in community college, because I'm so good at numbers in math. Now, the English language, that's a whole other ballgame. Like, I'm really good at words. I'm really bad at numbers. I would revive you, buddy, but I'm kind of getting on par. Here you go, buddy. Got you now. Alright. I tell you what, man. I've been a console gamer most of my games here, totally changing the subject here. This is just a random thought while I'm streaming. I've been a massive console gamer for pretty much the original PlayStation on. You know, I was pretty much a regular console gamer. However, as of late, been really interested in the whole PC gaming thing, because this game here, for the reason why I bring it up, is Destiny 2 is technically the same game as it is on the PC version. However, the frame rate differences, the animation differences, the graphical power is a bazillion times better on PC. So much so that most that claims that came from PlayStation 4 or Xbox One to the PC version of this game says it's like two totally different games. It's like not even the same game. And I was like, that's crazy. You know, and that's the biggest thing. One of the biggest problems that a lot of people have is the PC market is graphically and, you know, power-wise, leaps and bounds ahead of consoles. So that's why when they do games that are to go all ports from PC, you know, and consoles, they try to keep it the same quote-unquote experience by dumbing down the version of the PC port or launch or whatever of the game to graphically, so it's not superior to the console. Well, Destiny 2 decided to not do that. Any last thoughts on 2017?
This smells fishy to me.
I don't know, man. I got a lot of thoughts on 2017. I got a lot of thoughts on a lot of things. It's been an interesting year. It's been a fairly eventful year. I've suffered some pretty shitty loss. You know, one of my very best friends that I had for the last 7-8 years. No longer a blip on my radar now. We're no longer on speaking terms, and it was a boy-girl idea. Well, I have not. Holy shit, guys! These dudes. Movies wise, I'm not big on the movie scene because unfortunately when it comes to the movie situation, a lot of them are remakes and a lot of them are like a sequel or a prequel or a remake or some shit like that, and it's really just not my cup of tea. Like, I feel the creativity has stagnated quite a bit, you know. And it's kind of the same way with video games too. I mean, some of the top titles are, you know, games that have been around for the last 10 years, and not any new real IPs don't come out for a while. Is that why I took over, lost in depression? No, I don't have any of that shit, man. Fucking, I used to suffer pretty bad, but fortunately, I've kind of got away from all that. You know, I was trying to be a stronger person. You know, fortunately, you know, it's kind of sucks. You know, my favorite game franchise for the last 3 years, which is the Destiny universe, turned out to fucking make the shittiest, fucking cash grabbiest, microtransaction-y, fucking horse manure ass piece of shit game that they have possibly could have come up with. So that's a thing, you know. 2017 though has been a kind of a messed up year. My dad went through a lot of surgeries and stuff, and you know he's finally better now. For the most part, he's good and he's fine. I still got Kenny, you know, he's my bro. You know, Kenny, he's my homie. We've been bros for well over 25, probably 25 years. Like, literally, actually, I became friends with his family and his brother in the early 90s, I would say 1992. We were like in 4th, 5th grade, something like that. What the hell? Why is my chat not refreshing? Why is my chat not refreshing? I got fucking messages. What the hell? Hold on, guys. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die. This is not cool. Reload shit. Over here. Where's my chat at? What the hell? Might be just a delay or something. I don't know. Fucking weird. I don't know. I don't have anything popping up right now. I just know it's like the last thing is like, is that why I took over Lost in Depression? Yeah, well, not so much. You know, I found out a few of my, like I said, I had one of my very best friends in the whole world. You know, I lost, I had to like walk away from her basically because of the decisions she made. You know, I found out some of my other friends have gone down roads that are not the smartest of paths, but they're trying to get better. They're doing things better, and, you know. But I've had some pretty positive things happen too. You know, I've had a hearing on trying to get my life together in a way, and hopefully in the next few weeks I might hear something about it. Also have had a buddy that I used to work with at the tattoo shop in Alabama, you know, 5 years or so ago. He just hit me back up and he was like, hey man, how you doing? And we got to talking, and he's like, he wants to start kind of like a long distance music project, because, you know, I live in Iowa now from Alabama. And that's where a lot of my friends are. You know, I'm known Kenny and his family since like the early 90s. You know, I was actually really good friends. Really, like, we were really close friends with Dustin Trent, his brother. He passed away from cancer in '94, 2 years after I met him. But I've always been really close with Kenny and his family, and I'm friends with him and his younger sister. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, maybe people are gonna make bad decisions. That's just life, dude. You know, that's what we call experience, is a collection of our mistakes, and we label it experience. You know, that's pretty much where we're at. But if you don't learn from those mistakes and those bad decisions, then you're pretty much missing the point. You know. And unfortunately for me, I've been a very big dummy for the most part. It takes me a few times to kind of put 2 and 2 together. Like I said, I suck at math. Got you. Oh boy, point your ass up. Hey, quit tattering me, dude. I ain't doing shit. Hi. I'm the only thing, I'm the best thing going right now on this team. See what I mean? Oh my god! These guys! Where'd he go? Where's that at? Oh, he's right here. I got you, buddy. Yeah. It's life, man. Like I said, I've had to come to terms with a few things, and I'm still not like 100% perfect by any stretch of the word. But, I'm doing better. Yeah, I feel you, man. Sometimes that happens, man. Some people are like that. You know, that's the only thing that happens to me is I had to learn to experience things. I pretty much took a huge crash course in life in the period of like a year, dude. It moved fairly quick in like 2012. Oh my fucking god, this guy. Oh, come the. Alright, I'm gonna give these dudes one more try. Oh, he came back. He came back. Is he gonna rescue a guy? What's he doing? Oh my god. I was fixing to say I was gonna give these guys one more shot and then I was gonna leave them. Because they're seriously that fucking stupid. Dude, what the hell is this guy doing? Oh my god, he's an idiot. Oh my god, this guy's an idiot too. Never mind. Holy god, no wonder. Like, I cannot freaking... I can't save you though. I can't do this. Guys, you're killing me. Seriously, you're freaking killing me. Get the hell on, you. Alright. None of your physicsy bullshit. Come here. Got him. Nice. Done. Yeah,
Zavala, the taken
but
leader is
either
down
way,
for the
like I
count.
said, I have
Surprise of the
fairly
day,
decent outlook
he was
for
Red Legion.
2018.
Impossible.
I'm
Oryx is long
really
dead.
hoping
There's no one left to take.
Ikora was telling me about a hive tome called the Book of Sorrows. That Oryx has sisters.
You both dealt with the ticket
Full
on
Sail
Iowa. I'll
Dude,
consult her about this.
if you
In
do
the
not
meantime,
go
excellent work.
to the NXT tapings at Full Sail University, I don't even know you anymore. I did not know you were in goddamn Florida. That is everything, dude. Oh my god. You know how bad I want to go to Full Sail University so I can watch NXT? I failed my English. I failed my junior English class in high school. I failed English 11 and had to take it my senior year. And it was actually kind of funny. It was because I had such a smart-ass attitude, but it was probably one of my most favorite teachers I've ever had in my entire school life. Was my 11th grade English teacher, which is, I'm so glad she only lasted like a couple semesters because she got pregnant and went on leave with her husband and never came back. Oh, dude, you're in Indiana. Okay, yeah, you said Full Sail University, dude. I was like instantaneous, like, oh shit, this man's gonna do some NXT. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I'm so jealous right now. Oh, damn. That's everything. I want to see NXT live so bad. Aleister Black is my dude. He's my dude. I love him. His Black Mass finisher, he's my dude. He is my dude. Yeah, hell yeah, cool, man. That's awesome. That's so messed up. If I didn't watch NXT on the WWE Network every week, I probably, for like the last almost 3 years now, I would have had no idea where Full Sail University is or anything. But yeah, Full Sail. Nice, dude. That's cool. That is cool. That's cool, man. Maybe by August you get down there, because you can English 12. That's just a. I mean, seriously, they're teaching you a language you know how to fucking speak. That's literally what you're taught from the time you come out of your mother to the day you die, is the fucking English language. So, I mean, it's a class based off of the language you speak. I think you got it, man. But either way, Full Sail University is everything. It is everything. That is cool. I want to see NXT so bad. Since I don't have cable on my television in my room, and I don't, and my parents watch TV in the living room and stuff, and they don't watch WWE. And I used to watch it on Hulu when I had Hulu access, but that kind of went by the wayside after a while. So I haven't been following anything like actual watching of the matches of wrestling unless it's a pay-per-view. Which the next pay-per-view is not till the end of January. It's the Royal Rumble, which I'm kind of getting hyped for that. But other than that, I watch NXT, which is I can watch every week on the WWE network. And so yeah, I'm a big NXT fan. That's my shit, man. Aleister Black's my dude. That's my. I like a lot of the superstars. Like when it comes to the female superstars, I really like Nikki Cross. She's one of my favorites. For some odd reason, you can call me crazy. You can call me crazy. I don't care, but I really like the iconic duo of Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. I like them. I don't know why I like them. They are obnoxious as hell, but I love them at the same time. Of course, I like Ember Moon. I always liked Ember Moon. When she first came on the scene, I was like, I like her. I like her full eclipse finisher. Masterworks. No. More shit to scrap. Thanks, Zavala. We're at the tower here. It is currently 11:53 p.m. Central Standard Time.
The Red War rages on.
Oh, dude, NXT is way fun, man. Yeah, English 12 is papers, vocab, and grammar. Yep, I did all that crap. I know. And I'm going to be a game designer. Yeah, you're definitely going to need that kind of stuff in the game design world, because as a game designer, you're going to have to pitch your ideas to certain developers and certain publishers. So a firm grasp of the English language is definitely a necessity. And yeah, I've thought about that too. Like if this shit that I've been dealing with the last few years kind of falls through, I'm going to I'm thinking about going to school for that.
I rely on the hunter.
Going back to college, attempting school again.
To range beyond the horizon and
I'm not a real big fan of school, which is why I've literally failed out of college, or I've dropped out of college 2 different times since I graduated high school, which is damn near 18 years ago. Yeah, and definitely need to start watching some NXT, man. That makes the actual main roster superstars, like Raw and SmackDown Live, those seem like so fucking lame in comparison to NXT. Like the NXT's on for like an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, depending on the match that they're giving. But most of the times it's an hour show, and it is like more action and storyline and stuff to watch in NXT in the single hour on it that it's on than it is on the entire 3 hours of like Raw or 2 hours of SmackDown. But like I said, I do like the pay-per-view. The road to WrestleMania starts this January, at the end of January, with the Royal Rumble. So I do keep tabs on like storylines and stuff like that on the main shows, just so I can see what's going on when it comes to the pay-per-views. it's fun stuff, and I follow a few YouTube channels that cover WWE, like a bunch of channels, actually, more than I actually thought. But I'm pretty sure it's easy, like 5 or 6 YouTube channels that cover WWE. Nice, dude. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that Full Sail did an internship with Blizzard.
All runs together, doesn't it?
WoW is everything. I never got into it, mainly because, like I said, I've never been a PC gamer. I've always been console for life. But I've seen a lot of people play it, and I've watched it on streams a few times, and of course I know about it. I mean, anybody that's ever touched a fucking video game in the last 20 years knows what World of Warcraft is. But I've seriously thought about delving into the whole PC. I got a buddy that, and one of my youngest brother, and one of our friends they're both like really super into computers, like really like nerdy stuff. Whereas I'm more like of a geek. I'm into like Lord of the Rings and Batman and Star Wars and that kind of stuff. Whereas my brother and his friends are more like nerdy, as like, hey, I want to build $1,000 computer and mine cryptocurrency and go to space and shit like that. I would like to be a digital media content creator at some point. That's kind of like why I'm dipping my toes into this kind of field, just to kind of see where it's going. Of course, as we both and all know, that YouTube is a horrible place to be right now for any kind of exposure, and Twitch is quickly becoming overly saturated with streamers. With, you know, you got one game when you've got 25 people streaming it, and you've got such extremes as like you could have literally 25 people streaming the exact same game at different intervals of the game. And you could have one streamer with no viewers, and then another streamer playing the exact same game with like 1,500. So that's a huge variable on there, like, for streamers. So that's a hard place to be, as far as gaming goes. So that's why it's like, what the hell, man? So it's then thinking like, well, with PlayStation, you know, because I'm a broke ass at the moment, I kind of have to use like the built-in streams. Like, hey, I can stream from PlayStation because it's built in. So it's YouTube, Dailymotion, and Twitch on the PlayStation 4. So I was like, well, I'll just stick to YouTube for now. Although there is a Becca Gaming channel. Star Wars: The Old Republic, nice, and WoW. Yeah, I really didn't get into... honestly, I really didn't get into MMOs, really, at all. I really haven't got into them. I mean, the closest one to an MMO is, I guess, would be Destiny, but I do like to play, like, I like RPGs a lot, though. That's where my bread and butter is like Skyrim, you know, Elder Scrolls Skyrim and Witcher 3, you know. That game, Witcher 3, is nearly fucking 3 years old, and it's still, like, endless play. Like, it had a bunch of free download. You know, CD Projekt Red, you know, when they came out with Witcher 3, you know, it was graphically insane, and they're like, well, now we're going to put out a bunch of free DLC for it, which was unheard of at the time. Like, DLC was the cash grab of the year, you know, 2015, man. That was all the rage, was DLC. Everybody had day one DLC at launch, which was like, hey, buy the rest of your game for extra money than the money you just laid out for it. Unless you bought the special edition, which you got a season pass, which was more money. But CD Projekt Red was like, we got you, fam, and pumped out a bunch of free content and weapons and different things for the game. And then they did have 2 paid DLC releases, which, if you get the complete edition like I did, you get those as well. And what's messed up is it takes you quite a bit to level up on The Witcher 3 if you've never played it. It's quite a process to, you know, experience up and level up and unlock your attacks and your mutagens and your various other things. But my point of the whole situation is the paid expansions you can't even access them, or I mean you can access them, but you really aren't strong enough as a character to play them until you reach level 35, which that's literal weeks of gameplay to get that up there. I mean that's grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. Yeah, I've been a Star Wars fan for like ever. Like when I was a little kid, that was my favorite series setup was the Star Wars trilogy. You know, I've gotten Star Wars stuff for Christmas throughout the years as gifts, and really just a big fan of the books. I've had book collections. Like one of my favorite books that I ever read in the Star Wars universe was Tales from the Mos Eisley Cantina. And that was really cool because it was basically like backstories and little adventures from the different customers' perspective that were in the Mos Eisley Cantina, like when Luke and Obi-Wan show up with the droids. Like there was a story that was in there about the bartender that worked the bar at the Mos Eisley Cantina, that, you know, the guy that says, "Droids, you have to wait outside," that guy, and various other little characters that you get to see in the movie that are in the bar that have no real story, just basically NPCs of the movie. And it was really interesting. I really enjoyed it. Like what happened, who they were as a character before, you know, Obi-Wan and Luke showed up, and then what happened during the altercation, you know, with Obi-Wan and Luke there with the droids, and then what happened after that particular character left the bar, and where they ended up after they left the cantina, you know. And another story that they did was from the point of backstory and a point of view of the two people that walked up and, you know, that tried to start shit with Luke, and Obi-Wan ends up cutting that one dude's arm off and slashing him, the other guy in the chest, and, you know, basically fucking shit up. Yeah, good stuff, man. That was a really fun book to read for the Star Wars universe. I burned through it. It was so interesting. It was so cool because it would take you through not only that character's perspective of what was going on when the whole like arm cutting thing went down, but it gave a backstory and their opinion on the situation when it happened. It's pretty neat. Like, it's pretty cool. If you ever get a chance to check it out, I recommend it. It's a fairly old book, but that shit took off. Like, the Star Wars thing really kind of took off a big deal again after the cool. Rise and Fall of Darth Vader. Oh, Anakin through his whole life from Phantom Menace to Return of the Jedi. Cool. I'll have to check that out. Which, by the way, it is currently 5 minutes past 12 in my local time zone. It is officially 2018 in the frozen state of Iowa. And we're bringing in 2018 with record low temperatures. case you guys are wondering what that actually is, I do believe here. I'm going to read you off. I have a weather thing on my phone real quick. I'm going to read you off current weather temperature, just so you guys get an idea what exactly I'm dealing with. It is currently negative 17 degrees Fahrenheit with a wind chill of negative 33. Yeah. That is literally 60 plus degrees colder than the point of freezing. To kind of give an idea of perspective there of what exactly what minus 33 exactly entails. Yeah. You're even warmer than I am in Indiana there, Nathan. It's absolutely ridiculous. Fucking cold. So that's what it is. 2018 record low temperatures. It is 2018. And it's dangerously cold outside. But I am going to take a quick break. You know, normally I would, you know, if I was a professional streamer, that type of deal, I'd have me a little screen for you guys to check out with some schmancy little tunes to play while I'm away for a few minutes. But since you're on the broadcast channel with RazrBlaDeDreams, all I can do is like this: be on the tower and dance. But I will be back in just a few minutes. Gotta run to the restroom real quick, take care of some things. I will spare you all the details. I'm sure you guys will appreciate it. In the meantime, enjoy watching my hunter dance. My hunter's got, like, I'll even take the helmets off my hunter, because she's got fucking, like, Joker suit, fucking purple ass, like, soccer mom hair. I don't ask me why, but that's the look of my hunter. She's got purple ass soccer mom hair. Look at her. There she goes. Purple soccer mom hair. Look at her go. So you guys enjoy my beautiful hunter with her purple soccer mom hair as she does an honest, hip-shakingly brutal little dance. And I will be back to communicate with Nathan if he's still around, and various others if you so happen to join in. Appreciate you guys checking us out. If you're new to the Becca Gaming channel, be sure to subscribe. There will be uploads. Also, by the way, Nathan, since you are here currently, I did create a Becca Gaming Twitter account, also a Becca Gaming Facebook page. And so, you need, I'm going to start putting us out there on that as well. Joker Kenny was wanting to talk to you about something too. So maybe we can figure that stuff out later. But anyway, I'm going to go. You guys enjoy my purple-haired soccer mom, Hunter, dancing in her Orpheus rig. And I will be back in just a few minutes.
Golden age. Like I was gonna fall for it.
here now. Sentry reporting in. Caught another one smuggling worm spore out of the city.
Back's killing me.
another one smuggling worm spore out to the city.
Come closer. Quiet.
Job go all right? Sentry reporting in. All clear here. Could be scavengers from the city. I'll check it out. We're over budget. We'll have to go back to the objective.
Don't do maintenance. I told them.
Caught another one smuggling worm spore out to the city. This is humanity.
Where was I?
I hear you. Sentry reporting in. Tower, can you repeat that? My feed dropped. I need to know the specs before we can fill that order. Nothing to report here, no. The next 50 years.
No idea what this does.
Alright, I am back, guys. Thank you for waiting. Nathan, I'm sorry I missed you, man. Go ahead and catch them Z's, bro. I appreciate you stopping by, hanging out with me on New Year's Destiny 2. I am back with my purple-haired soccer mom. In case you guys don't know, I am a hunter main. Destiny, that's why I'm always on my hunter. I loved hunter on D1. It was my first character I ever created, and back when nobody wanted to be a hunter, I stuck with being a hunter. And then being a hunter got to be really cool on Destiny 1. Everybody had to have a hunter, and I was like, I already had a max level hunter because I'd had it since like Jump Street. You know, my weakest character was the most popular character. Honestly, on Destiny 1, my weakest character was my Warlock, and that was the most powerful, most popular character type on Destiny 1 was the Warlock, especially after the Taken King came out.
Tower, can you repeat that?
Well, that didn't work out like I wanted to. But yeah, after the Taken King came out and we got new subclass powers, Storm Trance became the thing. But that's why I run around on Hunter. Very soon, let's see, what have I got in my inventory? Not much. Get back on that Masterworks grind. I got some shaders in, shaders. On that Masterworks grind. 2962 Bright Dust currently. I am a Eververse whore right now because they have
Welcome, Guardian.
the exotic emote gift giving, surprisingly enough. Hey look, got you a present. Too bad it costs 3,250 Bright Dust, which is absolutely, literally insane. But as you can also see, it is the only exotic emote for the Dawning. I think I should be able to get a 3250 by the next week. It's reset on Tuesday. I should be able to get 3250 by Tuesday. Don't you think? It's so sad that I've literally had to be grinding for nearly 2 solid weeks. Still don't have enough. And what's worse is once the
Eververse
reset
is
happens,
at your service.
it will no longer be a sale because it only has certain things for sale each week. It's a rotation. Except for this. There's always like a Winter Shaders pack, I think. But with the regular Eververse inventory, it changes. Which is a problem, as if you paid any attention to the Destiny situation at all, you know how much of a problem this individual really is. Like,
Thanks for shopping
in
Eververse,
Vanguard
Guardian.
terms, this is hands down the most hated individual in possibly video games ever. Like, she's the very representation of like the toxicity of the community, of the Destiny community. Is like, there are literal videos out there
Looking for
of
anything special?
people animating her death on YouTube currently. You can look it up. That's how much she is hated. Like, that is some serious shit. You You literally made an animated video where you kill Tess Everest because she's the very embodiment of the microtransaction. Thank you to EA for putting that bullshit to a mind-boggling all-time explosion of flashback, I guess, or backlash. Fucking brutal. Yeah. Fucking Activision and Bungie got caught doing some murky shit, and EA shit put everybody on the prowl, and Activision got busted. Bungie, they got caught with their pants down, and this is what they get. So I'm really, really hoping that they, I know what we're gonna do. Totally change the plans. But I really hope they get this game on track.
I think I have something you will like.
These next few updates, because with all the shady business practices with Tess Eververse, and then you turn around and you have a exceptionally lackluster expansion that literally shrunk the game for some people, unless you bought it.
Very well.
Absolutely
Strike
horrible.
with precision.
But they say they're going to be working on it and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see if Bungie can recover and if they can do it in enough time to maintain a fan base, because it is literally hemorrhaging. Like, the dam has busted, and it is a severe problem at this point. Even content creators, like some of the most popular content creators in the Destiny community, have been fielding backlash and dealing with this situation.
This is it.
Since
whether
launch
it's
in
us or
September.
Panoptes, someone's future is ending today.
Oh shit! Meditation, Omega are gonna take down
It took Osiris years of
the
study.
easiest final boss
We don't
in
have
the pretty much the history of the entire freaking game. Let me in, bitch. Oh shit! It's loaded up where I can't do my fucking emote now. God damn it. Well, let me do my... I don't think that's a bug or something, because I was doing this shit yesterday, too, where it literally would not let me do my emote on the left D-pad, like my equipped emote. Like the standard, I mean, I can see,
We've
like...
got to get to Panoptes before Osiris does.
Built-in
Without
game.
Sagira, if he
For
dies,
Neo,
he
but if
dies
I
for
want to do
good.
the emote that I have equipped, it won't let me do it. It won't work when I load in. And it did this shit yesterday. And I was like, what the hell, man? What the fuck's the problem? But I seriously think it's a bug they're having issues with. I'm
The
pretty
infinite
sure.
forest. It's huge.
But
I never thought that.
That's the least
When the
of
fate of the
Bungie's
world's
problem.
not at stake, can we come back?
I mean, putting it kind of in perspective, it really gets to this point now that if they don't actually fix the microtransaction situation in some way, shape, form, or fashion, they're literally going to have nobody to buy their microtransactions left. It's literally going to go to shit. It's already bad enough if people are like, you still play this game? Like, it's non-stop. Like, how can you play Destiny? This shotgun is so sick. And that's what makes me playing Destiny. As mad as I am at Bungie and as disappointed, you know, I kind of feel like they suckered $100 out of me for this game in July, just so I could play the fucking beta early. Is the confidence that I had in Destiny. With the beta, I was really kind of disappointed in. I was like, well, they had some pretty glaring flaws to it at the time, but in the end, we were like, well, it's a beta. We get it, you know. And they were like, well, these are the changes we're going to make. And we were like, okay, we're going to give it a chance because, you know, well, they're not going to fuck up too bad. Oh, did they ever fuck up too bad? So, but I still have hope for him, you know. I don't believe everything that Luke Smith leaks out. Oh, damn it. Who, if you don't know who Luke Smith is, he's the lead game designer for Destiny at Bungie. I mean, to their default, they did have 2 crucial members of their design team leave from Destiny 1. You know, they worked on Destiny 1 to make it the greatness that it was. You know. And then they have these guys, you know, they're trying to say, well, in some of their defense, which I don't agree with, because I played the shit out of Destiny 1. They say that, you know, when the time the Age of Triumph, the last quote-unquote free expansion they did for Destiny 1, they were saying, well, at that time it had gotten so bad that they had gone and playing it like once a week. Which, granted, though some of them fell off because at that point the game was nearly 3 years old when it at its, you know, launch. So yeah, I can see, well, they've done everything. You can kind of get to that point. This game, however, is different in the fact that it's a watered down, lamer version of Destiny. Like, it has the same name, it has the same voice actors, it's got the same characters, but it's not the same. Now, I am going to say this. There are some improvements to this game over the first game that I didn't realize that I really used, that I kind of missed playing. I just recently played D1 over on our Twitch channel, or on my personal channel, on my RazrBlaDeDreams channel. This is some bullshit with Twitch and sharing PlayStation, sharing accounts. I guess you have to log in and out, which wouldn't be such a bad thing. It's just a lot of hoops to jump through for that. But anyway, besides the point, I do stream on Twitch from time to time on my personal channel. But I just kind of did a throwback stream, a small one, a short one, or my weekly treasures that you get from doing the game. Which is basically the loot boxes you get from the microtransactions that they added into Destiny 1. But you got 3 free ones a week. It was every week. I mean, it's a way to earn a free ones a week per, you know, account. Which is pretty fucking rad. You don't get that shit at all in this. You don't even, and plus that was even in addition to the way you could add in loot and earn the loot that you but I would play some D1, and one of the biggest things that I noticed playing D1 after playing D2 that I really kind of missed from this game to that one is that right there. The dodge reload, you know, that's perfect. That is so useful, and I found myself wanting to use that feature in gunfights in Destiny 1 Strike, and I was like, oh shit, I can't do that.